Hey guys, how's it going? It's Tuesday morning. It's around 10:30 a.m. I'm just waking up and trying to get motivated. Yesterday's sales were pretty poor. I think I only did about $22 or so in sales. Let me show you what sold. The only thing we have going out today is this DFX Sports Pro gyro exerciser. I took an offer on this for $11, and I think I only made about $4 or $5 on it. And then this Kiwi women's shoe stretcher. This sold for $10.50. Free shipping. Yesterday actually was probably the worst day I've had in the last 31 days at about $22 or so. I don't typically get days that bad, but I guess it just is what it is. So today I'm going to try to rev up on the listing. I spent last night organizing Richard's records, and these records over here are the records that are worth $5 or $6 or less. So what I'm going to attempt to do is put those into record lots. These records over here are the ones that I feel have a chance of getting at least $10, and some of them over $10. And what I'll do later is go over those. There has to be over 100 records here. What I'm going to try to do is make lots of 10 and hopefully sell them for $40 to $50 for lots of 10. The records are in pretty rough shape considering that most of them are from the 70s or 80s. I don't really have a lot of experience with records, but most of them are rock and roll, just not the ones that sell for a lot of money. But one thing I do know is that I need to ramp up the listings because $20 days aren't going to hack it for me, and probably won't hack it for you guys either. So I'm going to go get these items packed up, and then we'll go over the better records. I caught Mr. K trying to be an acrobat. He's walking up this thing like he's going to be walking on a roof, and I said, But it looks like he's just pulling down some crap from the gutters, which is okay. But that's as far as you plan on going up, right? Done. Okay. The man likes to keep busy, which is what I'm getting ready to go do. See you in a minute. Alright guys, I'm back at the photo table, and I figured this would be a good time to go over those records. Because guys, I still have no idea how I'm going to handle all of these records. I know exactly this much about selling records. In fact, the last record I sold was the only record I've ever sold, and it was that Cheech and Chong one with the rolling paper inside. And I basically only sold it as a display piece. So last night I spent about 2 or 3 hours looking at these records, trying to find out how much they're selling for on eBay. And to be honest with you guys, most of them just aren't selling for that much. But the good thing is a lot of them are rock and roll, just not really good rock and roll. But there are a few nice titles that I wanted to go over and show you guys which ones I think I'll be able to sell for at least $10. So this one right here, we got the Doobie Brothers, we got James Taylor, then there's this Stevie Wonder record, Hank Williams Jr. I think this is going for like $10. We got J.J. Cale, Troubadour. We got Van Morrison, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers. I think this might do okay, especially now that Tom Petty has left us. We got War, Greatest Hits. We got Norman Greenbaum, Spirit in the Sky. We got an Eagles record. Then we got Steely Dan, Can't Buy a Thrill record. I think this is probably going to sell for like $10 maybe. Then we got this Fleetwood Mac, Mystery to Me. Then we got the Cars record. We got Elton John's Greatest Hits. Fleetwood Mac, Rumors. We got this T for the Tillerman, Cat Stevens. We got this straight up 80s Cyndi Lauper. This is kind of cool. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. We got After the Gold Rush, Neil Young. I think this might do okay. This is a Pink Floyd record, so we'll see about this. And then we have this Bob Dylan record. Got another Bob Dylan record. Got this Neil Young, and I don't know what this is. I'm not sure what this is, guys. Maybe, I don't know. This is some kind of, I gotta look it up. House of the Holy. Oh, this is cool. Got Led Zeppelin. This will probably do alright. Another Led Zeppelin. And another Led Zeppelin. This is the kind of stuff people are looking for, I think. We got Urban Cowboy. I think this is like a soundtrack, I think. We got Yes, Yes to Yes. Got Alice Cooper, Greatest Hits. Carole King, Tapestry. Got another Led Zeppelin. This is Heartbeat City by the Cars. Some good music here, guys. That's some really good music. And then we got Van Morrison, Tupelo Honey. And that's all stuff that I believe I could probably get $10 or more for plus shipping. It's really only going to be worth it to sell stuff for over $10 since it's going to be a 50-50 split and there are fees and everything. So really $10 on the low end. And the other ones we have, there's just a lot of other miscellaneous ones that just didn't look like they were selling for a lot. I saw a guy that was selling lots of 10 records, mostly rock, for like $69.95 free shipping. And it looks like he sold like 212 lots already. So I'm toying with lotting up 10 records and trying to get $49.95 plus shipping. The good thing about this is you can use media mail to ship records, so the shipping should be pretty cheap. As you can see, that's the stack that I'd like to sell individually, and those are the records that are not worth that much on their own. That's probably over 100 records. And the dilemma that I have right now is, how am I going to store these records? I think the first thing I need to do is put the bulk records into some type of container and go ahead and list the good records first, and then start making lots of 10. So I'm going to go look at my containers and see if I can find something to hold these guys. So it looks like there's about 33 of these good records, and they seem to fit in here okay. You probably couldn't get more than about 40 in a tote, so it's probably going to take about 3 totes to house these guys. Alright, so I was able to get a couple Rubbermaid Roughnecks, and I've got 2 of them filled up. Now these are actually some pretty good records. It's a little easier to show them when they're put in containers like this. I mean, there's some good stuff that I can lot up, like you got America, you know, you got a couple Americas here, you got 3 of them. You got like John Cougar, Eric Carmen, you got Kim Carnes, you got Chicago. You know, I thought Chicago would do a little better, but I guess they're just pretty common. Then you got Don Henley, Billy Joel. You got, was that Fool for the City? I don't know who that is. You got Foreigner. So you got some cool stuff. John Denver's Greatest Hits. Jesse Colin Young. You got ABBA. Pat Benatar. The Police. The Bee Gees. You got Summer of 71. 17 hit songs. Springsteen. Saturday Night Fever. You got Frampton Comes Alive. You got something else cool. Daryl Hall, John Oates, Private Eyes, Bruce Springsteen, The Wild, The Innocent, and The Street Shuffle. And you got Jonathan Edwards. Don't know who that is. Oh, you got Eagle on the Border. Don't know that. Elton John. There's people liked Elton John. Emotions. Don't know who that is. It's like R&B or something. More of that. Fleetwood Mac. Better Days. Jim Croce. Don't know. England Dan and John Ford Coley. Genesis. That's good stuff. Eric Clapton. You got James Taylor. Foreigner. Jesse Colin Young. Don't know who that is. Oh, that's Daryl John, H2O. Okay. You got the Commodores, Graham Central Station, Catch Bull at 4, and another America's record. And there are, I believe, 42 in this tote. So I'll try to get like 4 lots out of that. Try to get $50 a lot, hopefully. Let me know what you guys think. If you guys know anything about records, let me know if I'm missing something, or if you see something I should check out a little closer, let me know. And this tote right here is slam full of records. This has 65 records in it. Got the original Footloose soundtrack. Peter Nero, Summer of 42. You got Bette Midler. Meatloaf. You got more Meatloaf. Who's this guy? Don't know who that is. You got John Parr. You got the Ozark. You got Olivia Newton-John. New Riders. Under the Influence of Love Unlimited. It's like R&B. James Taylor. Traffic. You got Glass Houses. I don't know who that is. That's Billy Joel. The Grassroots, Greatest Hits. Natalie Cole. The Best of Bread. You got Donna Summer, Bad Girls, more R&B. You got what's this? Sing It Again, Rod. That's Rod Stewart. You got Dave Mason. Tumbleweed Connection. That's Elton John. There you go. You got see, these records. Stuff looks so cool back then. You know, nice graphics and everything. It was pretty cool. Let's see, Madman Across the Water. Elton John. You got Huey Lewis and the News. You got Gordon Lightfoot. George Thorogood. You got some old vintage Lionel Richie with the fro for show. You got Jesse Colin Young, Light Shine. You got the Little River Band. Carly Simon. The Best of Carly Simon. You got Bob Seger, Live Bullet. Jesse Colin Young. You got some Chicago. I don't know what this is. This is John Cougar Mellencamp. So, Chicago. The Byrds' Greatest Hits. Retrospective, The Best of Buffalo Springfield. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool album. Jackson Browne. You got more Jackson Browne. You got Jackie DeShannon. We got the Doobie Brothers. There you go. The Doobie Brothers. Toulouse Street. You got more Doobie Brothers there. What you got here? The Diamond Girl, Seals and Crofts. Little River. More Seals and Crofts. You got Jerry Rafferty, City to City. We got Pointer Sisters. Poco Deliverin'. Pure Prairie League. More Pure Prairie League. Boz Scaggs. The Best of Leon. Linda Ronstadt. There you go. More Lionel Richie. Helen Reddy. The Marshall Tucker Band. And what is this? Kenny Loggins. Motherlode. I don't know what that is. Loggins and Messina. Yeah, Dave Loggins. Little River Band. You got Mickey Gilley. And I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. But straight up 70s for show.
Hello, my friends. How are you all doing today? It's about 2 o'clock Wednesday afternoon, and I just got out of the More Than a Thrift, and I previously hit the Salvation Army before that. I've been on the road now for about 2 hours, and I found a couple nuggets. Nothing spectacular, but a couple nuggets. I picked up this bicycle seat over at the Salvation Army for $5. I looked up the comps on it, and they're going anywhere from $30 to $50 plus. So this was probably a pretty good buy. They had this percolator, this Hamilton Beach percolator. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it does have a cracked bottom. And even though that doesn't affect the functionality of it, it may affect the value. And the thing about this is, since it's vintage, you can actually sell the parts. Now, the parts might be a bit long tail, but I typically sell just the stems for items like this for about $18, and I had to pay $4 for that. There's also another vintage Presto. This looks like it's actually fine. I looked at all the parts in there, and everything seems to be there. I typically get about 25 to 30 for these this time of the year. This was also $4. I got these Scooby-Doo decals. They were $2 at the Salvation Army, and they're only selling for like $10, so I can make a couple dollars. They're new in the package, which is one thing that I like dealing with because you don't have to do much to it, and they'll probably sell pretty quickly. I found this Math Shark game. I've never sold a purple one, but there are educational companies that buy the yellow ones. I didn't look it up. The last one I sold was like $29.95, and it sold almost instantly. So this was $2. I figured I'd give it a shot. Don't know if it works though. And then I found this Low Alpine Pax 20. That was $6 for that. It's a bit more than I like to pay for backpacks, but that's a pretty good name. One had sold recently from the UK for $35 in pre-owned condition. So I'm gonna probably ask $34.95 plus shipping. And then this is probably the nugget from the Salvation Army. I don't know if you can see or not, but it's a Gilbert de Paris. It's vintage, and it's a blow dryer, and it's a good one. Yeah, it looks like the last one it sold was on October 28th, but it had the box though, but it sold for $60 plus $7.41 shipping. So probably what I'll do is ask $59.95 free shipping, and it should go first class. It's in decent shape. I tested it. Works good. I like those types of items that are vintage. I sell quite a bit of them. I don't find many of them now that I'm not on the coast so much, but I do find them from time to time. And that's all that I found over at the Salvation Army. And then at the More Than a Thrift I just got out of, I found this set of Nerf darts. I couldn't find any comps on them, but this is from 2005. I've sold these types of items before that are like discontinued old stock, and for pretty good money. I sold something like this similar that was $30 one time. I gotta do a little more research, but it was 75 cents. We'll see what we can do. I think I'll do all right. And then how lucky are we to find another Coco Motion? This one was priced up a little bit at $5, but as you guys know, I now consistently sell these for $29.95 plus shipping. And I sold the last one I have, so I need to go home and get this thing tested and listed hopefully tonight. All right, guys, so I think what I'm going to do is shoot back to the Salvation Army, check it out for another hour, and then come back here, see if they put anything out, and then go home. I'll talk to you guys in a bit. All right, guys, so I just got back out of the Salvation Army. It's about 2:45, and I think I'm just going to head to the house. I got a few things, and I'm not sure that it's going to be worth it waiting around too much longer. I'll probably just come back tomorrow. But I did pick up this cross stitch for $2, and it sells for about $23, $24 with free shipping. I got this set of skateboard racks. It's made in the USA. They were $4, and these sell for used like this probably about $35 plus shipping, so not a bad deal there. And those were actually there earlier. I just didn't look at them. And then there was this vintage seat I looked up, and these sell for about $30 to $35 plus shipping. So I paid $4. And then there were these 2 boxes of braces. They were $1.50 a piece. And I looked them up, and they're selling between 16 and 18 new. These are new. Those were also there earlier, but I didn't look at them too hard until the second time around. And then I picked up this big guy right here. It's basically a water boiler / dispenser. I had to pay up a little bit for that. That was $8. But it looks like the last one that sold was on the 30th of November, and it sold for $63 plus $35 shipping. So I should be able to make a little bit of coin on that. I turned it on and everything seems to work fine. It gets hot. I just need to test it a little bit further, but it should be good to go. So I think I'm going to head home, guys. because I got a feeling there's not going to be a whole lot more coming out. More Than a Thrift closes at 4. And Salvation Army closes at 5. And I'll probably just come out again tomorrow and see if I can find some more stuff. Hey folks, it's about 8:06 p.m. Wednesday evening, and I'm just putting some Goo Gone on all of the items so that I can get those stickers off, because I'd like to try to list some of this stuff tonight. I had to drop like $52 for this stuff, but all of it should do okay. Some of it may be long tail, but that's all right. When the price is right, I'm okay with that. I thought I might have had a gem here with this needlepoint kit, and I'm not going to lie to you, 2 into 23 is a gem to me any day, but it's not like my buddy Jesse out in Kansas. He finds these needlepoints that sell for like $100, $150. He just found a bunch of them that sold for like a couple $100 that he paid next to nothing for. That's the kind of cool stuff you can expect to find in Kansas. I don't think I've ever sold a needlepoint over $40, but again, $40 is a gem to me any day of the week. This morning when I was getting all of the items together and laying them out on the photo booth, I forgot to make a video of how much they all sold for because I was running short on time, but I realized I need to show what sold in this video, so I wanted to show you guys what did sell overnight. So I sold this vintage original Mattel Electronics football game, and that sold for $13.50 plus $4.95 shipping. Then I sold that second Pampered Chef crinkle cutter. I got $19.95 free shipping for that. But then I got this vintage cake icing set. I picked that up at a garage sale. It came in a bunch of items that I bought for $60, and I took an offer on that for $30 with free shipping. I was able to get it first class. And then I sold this Wii Sports Motion Plus, and that sold for $24.95 free shipping. And then I sold this Led Zeppelin 2 vinyl. It sold for $14.95 plus $3.33 shipping. It's a little bit hard to see, but I sold that set of Mixmaster bowls from that mixer that I bought a couple weeks ago, and they sold for $27.50 plus the buyer paid $27.45 shipping. Sold a Sony charger, and it sold for $7. I had this thing listed since March of this year. It's a cross stitch, and it sold for $10 with free shipping. This was also listed for quite a while. It's an Arm & Hammer spin brush, and it sold for $8, shipping included. And this is a part from that Omega juicer that I picked up back during the summertime for the celery juicer, and it sold for $30 plus $5.95 shipping. I am definitely running out of these parts. And then I still had to pack this up. This is just a gift wrap paper cutter. Picked this up during the summertime. Had a lot of watchers on it. I wasn't going to bring the price down because I knew that this time of the year would be perfect for this. And so it sold for $19.95 free shipping. I think I paid $3 for it. Then I sold this original 1973 Pink Floyd Dark Side of the Moon LP for $19.95 plus $3.33 shipping. And then I think this is one of the last parts of that Mixmaster that I picked up a couple weeks ago. This came from the same set as those bowls that I just showed you. This item sold for $29.95, shipping included. And then this order just came in as I was talking to you guys. This is a Urban Cowboy movie soundtrack double LP vinyl, and we sold this for $9.95 plus $3.33 shipping. And then if you guys remember in one of the previous videos, I was talking about lotting kitchen utensils together. So this is an OXO jar opener, and I threw a mystery item in with it and sold it for $13.95 with free shipping. So that's what sold up till now. There may be some more that sell overnight. I'm actually pretty happy about yesterday and today. The day before yesterday was only a $22 sale. I might have mentioned that earlier in the video, and it left me a little bit discouraged. But yesterday was over 100, and today is over 200, so I feel a lot better about the improvement in sales. Sometimes when the sales are really down, I start to doubt myself as a reseller, which I know is not a very good thing to do. You know, I preach that there's going to be bad days, but sometimes it's hard for me to even accept that. I'm not sure if I've ever mentioned it in a previous video or not, but I'm a firm believer that if you list items, no matter what items they are, it can cause you to start selling items in your store that you've had listed for a long time. It doesn't matter. I don't know how it works, but I've seen it happen to me over and over again. Last night I listed 17 of the 32 records, and I've had several sales today. Or some type of miracle of God, I don't know. But I do know is if you're slow, start listing. It should help. Anyway guys, I'm really sorry about the long video. I intended to make it shorter, but I got really caught up in listing those records last night, so I had to kind of combine some stuff together. I'm getting ready to cut it off here, but I will be making another video tomorrow because I plan on going out thrifting tomorrow
Friday and Saturday, and I'm hoping I find some cool stuff. Anyway, guys, I really appreciate you watching. You guys really help me out. You guys give me purpose, and it means a lot that you care enough to watch my videos. So we'll talk to you guys soon. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe if you already haven't. Thank you.